So the first practice with Kobe, I remember we were all sitting in the locker room, and Kobe wasn't there yet. But it was like when he opened the door, when he came in the building before he got to the locker room, it was like I felt like everybody felt like he was in the building. It was like his energy met me before he met me.
Brilliantly done, Anthony Brown incoming.
Hits it! Can you believe it? In time, what a score! It's Anthony Brown who drains a three-pointer.
What's going on? It's Anthony Brown. Play for Metropolitans 92. We located in Paris, France. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my experiences overseas and in the NBA. This is where I watch most of the games, all the NBA, EuroLeague, EuroCup games. I play some Call of Duty Warzone, and this is just where I spent most of my time this year with COVID and everything that's been going on. So prior to coming over here, I knew something about the EuroLeague. So my dad was a high school coach in Long Beach, and so in high school he coached Mike Batiste, you know, and so I had that relationship with Mike. And I remember, after Arizona State, he came over to Europe, and I remember he was on Panathinaikos, and they had won a bunch of championships. But after being over here, it's a lot of good hoopers. But a lot of NBA players, former NBA players, that's not in EuroLeague, they go to EuroCup, and it's still a super high level, good talent, a lot of European legends. Other than that was pretty much all I knew. Being in Paris is straight. I can go get a meal that kind of resemble home. It's so many options. So we have a partnership with Chipotle. Allows us to come in there and get a free burrito. So it's definitely something that makes me feel like I'm at home. Off the court, everything was different. From stepping off the plane, phone not working, going to the store, can't read, can't understand anything. Just everything was it was different. I'm a little bit more used to it now, but when I first got off the plane and just going, just basic things, going to the grocery store, going to the gas station was like a hassle. I had to have one of my teammates come with me the first few weeks, because it was just I would try to say something to someone in the store and they would look at me I was just all right, man, forget it. I'm gonna come back later. It's the Riverboat apartment. Also got the courts. Young hoopers getting it in. Overall, just a nice vibe out here. With the lockdown, come out here, take a couple walks every day. Just keep the mind fresh. I think a lot of things caught me off guard on and off the court. I would say on the court, it was pretty physical, I'm not gonna lie. Because most people over here can't jump that high, so they foul a lot, they be hacking and stuff like that. And just the rules were different. Because for me, I usually, when I pump fake and then they jump and I rip through, I'm thinking that's good fundamentals. But they think it's a travel, which I still don't think it's a travel. But yeah, the traveling is something that they gotta fix it. I'm gonna just keep it 100. The rules gotta be the same worldwide. I think the first time I met Kobe was definitely one of my favorite memories. One of my most memorable memories, it didn't go that well, was when I got my first start and we was playing OKC. And I grown up, watching KD's game, thinking I was gonna be 6'10" like that, and then I got to start on KD. I'm geeked, you know what I mean? I'm I know I'm not gonna lock him up, but I'm gonna compete. And then within the first 5 minutes, he had a quick 7. But every time he was shooting, I was right there, but he was just shooting right over me. I had fouled him a couple inbound, out of bounds plays. He came off, fouled him. I had quick 2 fouls, 7 points. It wasn't looking good for me. But that was one of my, I would say, not my most memorable moment, but it was a moment where I was like, you know, I felt like I was here. You know, like I'm competing against KD. It don't get better than that. It was a tough year. I think at first everybody was young and there was a lot of energy and stuff like that, but nobody knew what Kobe was gonna do at the time. He didn't announce that he was retiring or coming back, so nobody knew. So we were just kind of just going with the flow. But I think, you know, once he announced that he was retiring, you know, rightfully so, the attention kind of shifted towards that. I think maybe he announced and we had maybe 50 games left. So I just remember like every time we played a city on the road and it was gonna be the last time he played there, like the atmosphere was crazy. The outside the hotel was crazy. Like people, I'm talking about like people up and down the street, like just trying to see him leave on the bus and maybe not even gonna be able to see him. So the first practice with Kobe, I remember we went to Hawaii for training camp, but we had like media day in LA at the practice facility, and then like I remember we were all sitting in the locker room, and Kobe wasn't there yet, but it was like when he opened the door, when he came in the building before he got to the locker room, it was like I felt like everybody felt like he was in the building. It was like I can't even explain it, you know? It was like his energy met me before he met me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm in my seat like, damn, like what I'm gonna say to him, like, what's up, Bean? You know what I mean? Like, cause I never met him before. And then and I'm like, damn, like what's he gonna say, what's up, AB or whatever? And I remember he walked in, he was like, what's up, Rook? I'm like, damn. But nah, the first practice was cool. It was intense. I remember I had got to the gym like maybe like 45 minutes before practice to get ready or whatever. And he was already in there getting up. He probably already got up, I don't know, hundreds of shots. He was dripping in sweat. I think those early years in the league definitely helped my work ethic. You know, I think I always worked pretty hard, but in the league, you know, I learned how to be a pro. You know, my first few years. I think you never in college, like, you know how to work hard, but you don't necessarily know how to be a pro, and that means like staying ready. You know, working even when things are not going well for you personally or your playing time or your situation, like you have to continue to work and be ready. If you can work when the situation is not in your favor, I think that's what being a pro is, and that's kind of what I learned.
Put the superstars in the back.
My goals moving forward are first and foremost, I want to have the opportunity to play in the EuroLeague. You know, I think that I'm ready to make that jump, and I do want to win a championship before my career is over. Winning a championship is something that, you know, nobody can take away from you. So whether that's, you know, at the EuroLeague level or domestically, that's something that's one of my goals for sure. But definitely want to play in the EuroLeague, and I think I'm ready to help contribute and help a team win. And that's a wrap. I appreciate y'all checking in with me. Be safe out there during these COVID times.